What is CAD? Computer Aided Drafting. Autodesk is the most popular drawing program. Many student versions available for free online at students.autodesk.com. Autocad, Architecture, Mechanical, Revit, Inventor, Civil, MEP, Mechanical, Electrical, Plumbing, etc. Capabilities: 2D line drawings, 3D constructions, rendering, part assemblies. Starting new drawing. Starting new drawing. The big A, the big A is like the home button in MS Office or the file menu in most programs. The default template is good. New drawing starts a new drawing with the selected drawing template file. Sheet set create sheet set data file that manages drawing layouts, file box, and projects data. 2D drafting and annotation. Here in this template, PTW template, sheet sets, ACAD, ACAD 3D, ACAD name, plot styles, ACAD name and plot styles, Acadiso, Acadiso, Acadiso 3D, that is a Cadiso 3D, a CAD ISO named plot, a CAD ISO named plot, initial setup architecture, initial setup civil implementation, file name, here file types drawing template dot asterisk dot dwt, open, setting up the workshop. 2D drafting and annotation. Here the options window lets you set your preference within a drawing snap, and aperture settings are on a totally personal basis. Here recent documents by order list, for example, Manish tray, schematic drawing, structure .twg, drawing to twg, tree studio .to dwg, half-inch grid.twg, 6th site dwg, modified site plan dwg, 5865 grade.dwg, 5865 and .dwg. Here options. In these options, having computer profile, unnamed profile, current drawings, current two drawings. Here files display, open and save, plot and publish, system, user preference, drafting, 3D modeling, selection, profiles, add, snap settings, maker, magnet, display, auto shape, tooltip, display auto snap, aperture box, here only not tick, above 3 tick selected, colors, and then add track settings, display polar tracking vector, display full screen tracking vector, Display auto toolkit tooltip. So here alignment port acquisition, point acquisition, automatic aperture size, aperture snap max size. Here ignore hatch habits, then ignore negative Z objects, snaps for dynamic ECS. In this Autodesk drawings settings, auto track settings, display polar tracking vector, display full screen drawing vector, display auto track tool tip adjustment, point acquisition, automatic, shift to accurate not selected, aperture size here to be mentioned. D drafting tool tooltip settings, light graph settings, cameras graph settings. Right click customization. Right click settings also personal preference. Here options current profile, unmanned profile, current setting, drawing to TWG. Here under Windows standard browser behavior, double click editing, shortcut menus in drawing area, right click customization, and then user preference, priority for coordinate data entry, running developers, the running object snap, keyboard entry, keyboard entry except scripts, insertion scale, default settings, default settings when units are set to source current unit inches, tagged drawing units inches. Display the right click customization dialog box. This dialog box provides further definition for the shortcut menus in drawing area option. Shortcut menu system variable. Hyperlink selected. Default settings when units are set to source content units inches, target units. Yeah, it is will come in inches. Hyperlink, display hyperlink, cursor, tooltip, and the shortcut menu, and combo zoom, and the pen commands, combine layer priority change. Under here, line weight setting, default scale list here. After free field update settings, back block editor settings, initial setup, repeating commands and the meaning enter, make the drawings process further. Here right click customization, turn on sensitive, right click, quick click or enter longer click, display shortcut menu, default mode, no objections are selected, which means repeat last command, shortcut menu, edit mode. In this edit mode, once one or more objects are selected, right click means repeat the command shortcut. Command mode, the command is progress, right click means enter And then second one, shortcut menu always entered. Shortcut menu enabled with when command offshore are present. Repeating commands and meaning enter make drawing process faster. In this preference, you can set the color of just about anything in the drawing. Display here. This is show tooltips, colors. This one you have to click display printable area, display paper background, display paper shadow, and then you have to click create viewpoint in new layout. Context drawing into colors. 2D model space here uniform background here 33 40 48 like this. Here the big box and the grid sizes will help you manipulate your drawing. And in options, current profile, unnamed profile, current drawing 2. And this is current profile, big box size, and then selection preview when a command active, when a command is active, when no command is active. Under visual effects setting, selection modes, noun verb selection, implied windowing, object grouping, and then in group size, this is pickup box, pick box size, here group size, here grips, show grips, show group tips, show dynamic group menu, allow control plus cycling behavior, object selection limit for display of grips here 100 and apply. Snaps etc. Snap to grid. Cursor snap to grid points. Show grid. Display grid in model space. Sorry, not this one. This one. Model space. Orthographic. Constant lines to 90-degree angles. This one. Polar snap. Constraints lines to other angle increments. Polar snap. Object snap. Cursor snaps to points on objects. Object snap. Dynamic UCS. Source usage at all times. This one. Sorry, this one. Dynamic UCS. Dynamic input displays input text in space. Dynamic input displays input text in space. This one. Object snap. Orthographic. Snap to grid. Show grid. Polar snap. Dynamic is parent input. Okay. Some common commands. 2D commands. Line, rectangle, circle, polyline, trim, extend, offset, move, mirror, scale, rotate. 3D commands. Extrude, union, subtract. 3D rotate, helpful commands, units, properties, measure, dimension. Command interface. Line, Plan L, Circle C,